Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks so much for being here, for being subscribed if you are. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening to this on YouTube while you're at it, hit that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. We just want to go ahead and brighten up the place. So let's get into this podversation. But before we do, let me just share a quick word from my sponsor. If you're like me and you love roses, then this definitely is for you. I'm excited to be partnering up with Rose Forever. Rose Forever is a New York-based brand launched in 2019. They design luxurious rose boxes and natural roses that will last for at least a year, as if they're being freshly picked. They use natural oils to preserve the roses, and the bouquets are handcrafted by professional artisans. All of the materials they use to cover the boxes are vegan, even the pink suede and black velvet. Their preserved roses in special colors such as violet, black, and even royal blue are created through a natural process of pigmentation to keep the rich, intense shades and are allergen-free. There is an enormous choice of rose colors to choose from, and the box shapes or materials as well, so you just have to find your own perfect combination for your desired design. They've developed multiple design options due to customers' feedback and would love for you to try them out. I love the choice that I have. I have the roses in violet. It's like a lavender color. It's perfect because I absolutely love purple. So if you would like to try them out, there's so many choices to choose from. Go to the link in the description box to the website and put in the discount code HONEST20. That's the word honest and the numbers 20 to get $20 off of your purchase. And let me know that you got yours because I absolutely love mine. They are perfect for gifts, and I'm definitely going to be ordering more for my business locations because who doesn't love roses that are going to last for a year? So no more purchasing roses for a week and dumping them in the trash. So go ahead and purchase your Forever Roses today. All right, so I recently did a conversation where I discussed the hospitalization of Madonna and the fact that they weren't really sharing many details, which, it's her personal business, HIPAA and health and all that other stuff. So really, unless you share it, it really isn't our business to know it. But if you put this information out there, people are going to be curious as to what is going on. And I recently discussed her because I just felt like, in my personal opinion, that they were saying she had a bacterial infection. I felt like it had more so something to do with a cosmetic surgical procedure than just your, I don't want to say everyday run of the mill, but not just you caught a cold that turned into pneumonia or the flu or something like that, that type of infection or that type of bacteria or a virus or something like that. I just believe that, in my personal opinion, just based on the way she's looking, let's just be clear, that I felt like it has something to do with a cosmetic surgical procedure. And we know that there's been a lot of news recently around people who have been in the public eye. They may not have been as famous or well known as Madonna has been, or is, I should say. But yeah, it was put out there that they went under the knife, had some cosmetic procedures done, and unfortunately they lost their life because, as you know, the young lady, she was on the show Wild 'N Out. A lot of people didn't know about her. I didn't honestly know about her. I never watched Wild 'N Out, so I was not familiar with her and didn't follow her on social media. So I just heard about her when I heard the news about what unfortunately happened. But the news with her was that she was found unresponsive. And the same thing happened with Madonna. She was found unresponsive. So I believe, in my personal opinion, because she is gearing up for a tour and she's going to be performing, I felt like she did have something done or some things done. And unlike Jackie O, she was found in enough time where they were able to reverse the course of where she was headed, which was probably towards not being here anymore, if you want to be 100% honest. But they were able to spare her life because she was put in ICU. That's not a game. Being put into the intensive care unit, there are a lot of people who go there that do not return. It's not just the normal thing to be put in an intensive care unit and they're just saying, oh yeah, we're going to put you in ICU for a day and then we'll transition you to a regular room. It doesn't happen that way. So her life definitely was on the line. But here's the thing. I wanted to talk about this because I saw this story in She Knows, and it talks about the sources revealing the sad truth behind Madonna's recent hospitalization. And what they're basically saying, the sources are trying to just say that this is more about her schedule than anything else. They're saying that she's been working overtime before she got sick, and she just clearly burnt herself out, and people around her have been politely reminding her that she is not 45 anymore, let alone 25. So it's not easy for her to compete with the younger artists like Taylor Swift or even Pink for that matter, even though Pink is not one of the youngest entertainers out there, but she's definitely not 64 years old like Madonna is. So with that being said, they're just basically trying to say, oh, she's just trying to do too much. She's really ready to get out there and do her tour, and that she's in it to win it and she's working harder than anybody. So yeah, she may be trying to prove a point, but girl, you're 64 years old. You're not 44, 24. You're not even 54. With each year, I believe, and especially with the type of things that she's doing, with the type of work that she puts herself out there to do, that I don't believe she has to do anymore, but she wants to. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to do it anymore in terms of being who you are, which is this entertainer, but you may have to do things differently. You know, Prince, he was touring up until he died, but he definitely wasn't doing a lot of the same things that he used to do anymore. He wasn't wearing those high-heeled shoes or boots anymore. He wasn't doing the spins and the splits and all of that stuff anymore. He had calmed things down. And yeah, unfortunately, he lost his life allegedly due to some, prescription medications and possibly other things too that was going on. But you have to be honest, and no, you don't have to tell everybody all of your personal business. But the fact that they're trying to put this narrative out there that, oh, it was just because of her schedule, she's just overexerting herself, she needs to put her health first, and know that you're not Taylor Swift, you can't compete with the young girls anymore, you can still do your thing, but you just may need to pull it back a bit. Yeah, she may need to do that, but also getting the BBL, you see what her face looks like. She just is trying to chase youth, and it's done. I mean, allegedly, she's dating a 29-year-old. Like, she's really trying to be that girl that she is not anymore. One, she's not a girl, so she's definitely not that girl. So, yeah, she could say she's that woman, but you have already proven your point. You are Madonna. Like, go out on top. Don't go out like this. They're saying that they were nervous because they were seeing her having the same ending fate that Michael Jackson had, because as you know, he lost his life prior to him about to launch his tour, which ominously was going to be titled This Is It. I mean, very, very eerie, but nonetheless, he did not make it to the tour. He lost his life. And that was in 2009, 8? I can't even remember which year it was, but God, I can't even believe it was that long ago. But, if Madonna isn't careful, she may wind up ending up like Michael Jackson, because they're saying that she's still working hard, even though she's still at home recovering. She's really in denial. And that's the problem with a lot of these people. I don't believe they get the mental health help and treatments that they need. They may take pills for anxiety and, stuff like that. But are you really seeing a therapist? Are you seeing a psychotherapist? Are you seeing a psychiatrist? Those things really, especially in the field that they're in, should be a requirement, not just going to these plastic surgeons and getting lifted and plumped up and tucked and filled and rounded and sucked and all that other stuff that is like going to mean you no good if your body doesn't make it through it. And then that stuff just goes back to the dust when you're in the coffin or if you get cremated. I mean, I'm just saying, I believe that these people, she's got a huge team. They're relying on her. They need the money. They need her to keep doing the stuff that she's doing. Of course, what she's already done is generating revenue over and over again. So she doesn't, I don't believe, need to do this. I'm not in her bank accounts. I don't know what her pockets are looking like, but I definitely don't believe that she's about to go broke. So if this is what you just really love doing and your fans love you anyway, they will love you in spite of the fact that you have lines and wrinkles and you're not able to do the things that you used to do when you were in your 20s and, maybe even in your 30s and 40s anymore. Like, calm down, girl, or you're not going to make it to 65. So it's just really, in my personal opinion, I believe it's a lot about the mind of a person, because she's made so much money in her lifetime where she never has to work again. She really doesn't. So she just really needs to lay off of the plastic surgery, get some mental health help, get out of the denial that you're getting older. Like, I get it. Hollywood, a lot of times they're not kind to people that are older, but shoot, Meryl Streep is still working, and she's not trying to look like she's 30 or 40 years old. She is who she is. Madonna doesn't have to do what she's doing, but I don't know if she's going to stop, because she's got all these yes people around her, and they are just going to tell her what she wants to hear or not say anything at all, so that they won't lose their spot. But yeah, my personal opinion, I'm just sharing my opinion. I don't believe that exhaustion and overexertion of her schedule had anything to do with her being found unresponsive and having to go to the hospital. The news did come out that she had a bacterial infection. I believe that had everything to do with recent cosmetic surgery. That's my opinion. I don't know. I'm not saying it indeed is, but I believe, just based on the news and the information that we have, and just looking at her, okay, she's not new to plastic surgery. So I also, just in my personal opinion, I don't feel that she took it as serious, because she's not a novice for going under the knife. She has had it done, and this would just be another procedure. Like, okay, big deal. So guys, you let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I just wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and I'm going to say bye.